Hey, hey, hey! Hey, Amber! Hey, Stacey! Hey, Bryan!
Hi.
there
Amber,
is an
Stacey, Bryan.
there is an odd man out here. Oh, we are so excited. Amber, how has your week been?
Oh, pretty good. It's been a
Has it?
very slow week at work because, like, all of the doctors took off.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just been chilling.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would think that my office, because we have a lot of people on vacation as well, would be like really quiet. I have busted my katukas this week. Like, it has been so busy. I feel like I can't breathe yet. Like, I'm still like, okay, after the show tonight, gonna wind down, and then I've got a busy day tomorrow too. So I'm like, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna slow down at some point.
Oh boy.
Yes, but that's okay. We are on Legion's Ladies Live, and it's so fun. Stacey, how's your week been?
Good. My work's been slow too. So today was like super boring. It was like just trying to find stuff to do. But yeah, it's good. And I did 2 workouts today.
Ooh,
I did
Oh,
yeah.
2 classes. I
girl,
did
you go.
pound. I did pound for the first time. Where you have like the drumsticks and you're like this.
Oh,
That was a good one.
Yeah,
that
I
sounds a
can
lot
see
of
that
fun,
would be a good one.
actually.
Yeah, he's like,
And
you gotta do 2 classes in a day. And I'm like, well, it's because my friend never goes with me. And finally she was gonna go tonight. And I'm like, okay, I'll go with you.
Two
now,
classes.
Stacey, you and I had a blast a week ago. Is it a week ago already? A week ago when we were, trying to be door player and
Right, not
figured
knowing
out that
anything.
we know nothing about toys.
Yeah.
I think
It
We
was,
missed Amber.
We did miss Amber.
you guys did wonderful. I watched it. I believed in you the whole time.
Oh, that's funny. And then I got to see you again on Saturday when we had
Yeah.
Mod Squad. And if you haven't checked out Mod Squad this past Saturday, you need to go check it out because Stacey finished her first full custom.
Yay!
Right, Stacey? That's your first one that you've done.
Well, I have one that I did before, but it's not very good. So I'm gonna say that this is my first.
Okay. Well, that's
This is
okay.
my first. Okay, my first cosmic custom.
There you go.
Just say that.
We'll
There
take
you
it.
go. But it's awesome. So if you haven't seen that, you need to go check that out.
Yeah.
And Bryan, have you had a good week?
yeah, not special. Just been slowly building for Legion's Con already.
I cracked the whip.
There
Right.
you go. See?
Trying to get motivated. Nothing exciting going on here. I woke up today. That's about it. That's all I got.
Well, there
Nothing.
you go. You're on the plus
Nothing
side.
fun.
You're awake.
Right. There we go.
Here we go.
I'm surviving.
Yes, and we cannot wait until Legion's Con, of course. Amber, let us check out the chat and see who's with us this evening.
Let's do it. We have Jeffrey Evans.
Hey, Jeffrey.
We have Blake. Happy
Hey,
holiday
Blake.
weekend to you as well.
Yes.
Curtis Ackerman.
Hey, Curtis.
Ryan Jones.
Hi, Ryan.
Blake again. Keep all your fingers. Darla Ackerman.
Hey, Darla.
Evil Stick.
Hey.
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
William.
Hey, William.
Chris says Marissa also says howdy.
Oh, hi, Marissa.
Ed, hello.
Hello, Ed.
Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Kevin McCoy.
Hey, honey.
Hi, honey.
Honey official.
We have Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Birthday twin.
B-Day Twins. And a $1.99 super chat from Curtis Ackerman himself. To Kevin, hi, honey.
Oh, Blake said it's 128 days to Legion. So,
Ooh.
hang on.
Your
I
countdown.
have I have 125 days until intern. Oh, Kevin says, hiya, Mr. Mayor. Oh, that's funny. And birthday twin, you're killing it. Proud of you for all your hard work. Oh, that's so
Thanks,
sweet.
Andy.
He's the best.
He
He
is.
really is. Okay. First up, let's talk some news because we have some news.
Big news.
Big news.
Lots of news.
Let's go back before the big news last night and look at just the news. Okay. So Silver Knight Legion Builder 2 is on the way.
Yes.
Did you guys pick up any of these from the pre-order?
Yeah, I think we got one of them.
Mhm.
I think so, but I can't fully remember. We get so many things.
Kevin looked up the other day because he was like, "Oh, they're on the water. Let me see how many." Because he likes knights, like that's his. He really likes the knights, so he looked up the other day. We have a freaking full case of these coming.
Kevin.
Go, Kevin.
Love you, honey. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of these, but they're really cool. I'm super excited to see these and have them in hand. They're gonna be awesome.
You're gonna be able to build forts out of those boxes.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, we're good. Okay, the book. It's being printed.
Yes.
Are we excited about that? I mean, they sent it over for production.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Kevin says, seems reasonable. It's just one case. Ed, I also got a case. Jeff, splitting a case with a Cabal dude. Curtis, anyone else need a couple of cases of gnomes? We're getting there, Curtis. We're getting there. I need to go over this stuff first. Okay. Then, July 19th, the Great American Toy Show in Taunton, Maine. Taunton, Maine, I think is what it says. And then July 24th through 27th, they will be at San Diego Comic-Con. August 17th, they will be at the Toy Tuber Expo. And then August 21st through 24th, they will be at Fan Expo in Canada. September 13th, they will be at Charlie's Collectibles Show. That's down in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Fan X Salt Lake Comic-Con Convention, they will be that's September 25th to 27th. They will be in Salt Lake. I think that's Nate Barch is going to be at that one.
Yeah.
So if you are looking for things to do and places to go catch the Horsemen, that's where they are. Oh, Massachusetts. Thank you, Jesse. I like it when somebody sees that I made a mistake and corrects me because I make a lot of them. One thing that I did want to say, number one, is thank you to the Dragon Horde for being a sponsor. They are awesome. We gave away a figure of theirs 2 weeks ago that they sent out. They are now have up the Infinite Legions pre-order. Faden and Venost, it is 10% down to pre-order it, and there is no shipping costs in the U.S. If you are local to Greensboro, please stop by and get your stuff. But you can still pre-order yours and pick it up at the store. But this is great. I was really excited that Dragon's Horde was going to carry these. I wasn't sure since they hadn't posted yet. But yeah, they are going to cover. They are going to have them, and they are amazing. All right. Last thing before we get into talking about what happened last night, want to say that thank you to Bryan and Stacey Lynn for offering up a Charbot for the giveaway tonight. We are going to give away a Charbot, and this is one of the coolest figures that Bryan came up with, and Bryan really went into detail the last time he and Stacey were on the show about where this came from and how it got its name and all the stuff. Bryan, you've done some updates lately, though, right?
Yeah, that's the original like base body. Since then I've come out with like another like a wave 2. So like the arms are now different. It has a different antenna topper to it. So you'll get that base body instead of this one, and it's a lot like the antenna topper is a lot better than this one was.
Awesome.
It's a step up.
So we're going to get a wave 2 Charbot instead of the wave 1 Charbot. Okay,
Yep.
So we're giving away the wave 2 Charbot instead. You made a lot of new parts and pieces to go with the new one as well, right?
Oh yeah, you still have the everything that was out before, but now I think I've added like another dozen items between arms and toppers and what else was there? There's something else.
Shoulders.
That's it. Shoulders.
Gotcha. Now,
Stacey came in.
if you have the original one, but there are some parts and pieces that you like from Wave 2, they are compatible.
Yep, everything will go together, and it all works with your Cosmic Legion stuff. And you can use little plastic clear pegs for the guns. You could plug those in the armholes or on the topper, and use the holograms for it. However you want. Plug hoses into it. It's up to you.
That's awesome. So I did want to take a minute. Stacey and I, of course, every Saturday that we possibly can, we jump online around 9 o'clock in the morning, sometimes a little early, sometimes a little later, depending on what's going on. And we paint. And we would love for you guys all to join us for Mod Squad. It is a lot of fun. But we were talking earlier that Stacey finished up her figure on Mod Squad last week. You really need to go check out the last few weeks as Stacey worked on the head and then got the body in and then started working on it. And she did the body and the whole figure to match the Charbot that she did. And this is just, Stacey, this is fantastic. I mean, like,
yeah,
it is awesome. I love this so much.
Well, you were motivating me during Mod Squad, and yeah, so, and the birds.
Yes. Yes, the birds. But this is a really, really cool custom that Stacey did. I love the way it looks. I love everything about it. She painted, of course, the figure, you know, all the accessory pieces, the lower legs, the gauntlets, the guns. I mean, you painted all over this, and of course it is a 3D printed head that looks freaking
from
amazing.
Wolf King.
From Wolf King Custom. So if you want that head, you can go get it at Wolf King. And then of course what started her idea to paint these to match was she was painting the Charbot on Mod Squad as well. So just seeing it all together, just being able to look at it, Stacey, this is freaking amazing. Yeah, we have a
$4.99 super chat from Mr. Curtis Ackerman. Mod Squad followed by double jointed is the best way to start a Saturday morning. Also, nice job on your dirty girl, Stacey.
Yeah, I had to make her dirty. She's a working girl, like not that kind of working girl, but you know.
You're not helping it. You're not helping it.
She worked.
Oh, But it's really, really cool. I love that you also see kind of what your Charbot can do. I mean, you can create figures around the design or get the figure and then create the Charbot around that design. I think they fit in amazingly well, and this looks so great. This looks so great. All right,
It'll be on our table at Legion's Con
yes,
for display.
Yay!
all right. So everybody can get a close up of it. All right. So we are going to give away a Charbot. Do you want to bring up the tool and let's start collecting hashtags for that?
Hashtag Charbots rule.
Yes, they do. Jesse says this has given me some inspiration for a custom.
Woohoo!
So Ryan's asking, is there a stand for the Charbot?
I don't really have stands. You can use like, there's also like, I go to Home Depot and you can get, I forget what gauge wire it is, but the hole itself on the bottom of the Charbot fits like Tamashii Nation's stands, and I'm finding out it's pretty much universal. It'll plug into, like, I've seen Robo use a Marvel Legends stand for them that came with like that head pull. I've seen a couple other people use different stands, but I mean, it's totally whatever you want to use. Like, this is just a piece of wire that you can kind of throw together. But like the Tamashii Nation stands are also like, I think it's like $10. You get 2 of them on Amazon. So I mean, they're affordable and they're decent to have too. They're fun to. There's also with those you can plug 3 different like stands into it, and you can have them all together. So if you have like 3 Charbots, you can make it look like they're all flying together or something. Or
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, that is so cool. All right. All right. Let's take a minute, and we're here for KarvarKon, I know, but this was big.
yeah, big news.
Did you guys watch live last night? I mean, were you guys watching
yeah.
live last night?
Mm-hmm.
I never catch a live, but I made sure to catch this one.
Yeah, this is crazy. So the horror of Einsamal, and I have to tell you, as a person who doesn't really like horror that much, I mean, that's not like my genre. I was thinking, yeah, we'll probably be able to, skip this, or, maybe 1 or 2. I was not expecting what they put out, right? Halvard of Frothbar. What do you guys think of this?
I love his soft goods.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the tunic and how like it all ties together with fur boots and stuff, and it's a more traditional looking Viking. He just looks like a badass.
Yeah, I love it.
I like his hair too.
His hair, yes. Just want to grow mine out on top.
So on Offworld, I was watching it before we went live because I wasn't able to watch it afterward. I mean, you guys know I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. There's no way I'm watching Offworld after. So I was trying to catch it before, and one of the things that they asked was if that little ponytail was going to have, be something that you could put in, have a little port that you can put in and take out. And so you can move it around, for action shots and stuff. And they said they didn't know. So I am hopeful.
Well, in the pictures, it looks like it moves around a bit. Like
it does, but that's because this is a 3D print.
Right, true.
So they printed both pieces and put them together. So, but yeah, Chris says, I can't be the only one who sees Curtis in that head sculpt.
Yeah.
When I saw this originally, I I don't know why his name escapes me right now, but there at MesquiCon he was walking around in full Viking garb and everything.
Yeah,
He
I
just
know. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, but I
this
cannot.
just as soon as I seen this, I just was like, he's somewhere like cheesing. This is
Yeah,
his dream figure,
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely,
and I feel
absolutely.
bad for just blanking on his name right now as soon as I started talking.
But he is so cool. I really like this one. Now this next one gotta be one of the top ones of the
Oh
wave.
my goodness.
Mhm.
That is
Commander
she's like,
beautiful
Igraine.
head sculpt. It was beautiful everything, really. The
Right.
Yeah.
fur around her neck.
I love that fur piece.
Yeah,
There is nothing
I
about this
got it.
figure I don't like.
It's Ron Twilling or Twilight. One of those.
Yeah. Thanks, Curtis.
Yes. Thanks,
Yeah.
Curtis. Just ask the
Yes,
mayor.
the mayor.
Yeah. Thanks, Mayor Curtis.
You go.
Yeah, she is this head sculpt, that hair. I mean, she is just gorgeous. Is it just
Mhm.
me, or is this like
Oh my
one
God.
of the most beautiful head sculpts?
Mhm.
Yeah, Eric sure does know how to make like amazing female head sculpts. Like
Yeah.
I just totally blanked on the one that came out with Poxus. That was like the first ones that came out was like just beautiful, and he's done it like again with this one.
Yeah, the
Thrace.
That's it. Damn.
Great.
Thrace.
Ooh,
Yeah,
look at me saying a
I
name.
know. Thrace, and then you have Belualith that came out, and
Mhm.
her face, even though it's blue, her face
Mhm.
is gorgeous. Then you turn around and he did the Ghost of Christmas Past,
Mhm.
Right.
which was
Jaw drop.
just beautiful. That face is amazing. And then to come out with this one, like he's really stepping up
Mhm.
the female face sculpts. These are absolutely beautiful. Her soft goods and plastic goods as well, the way that they're layered. I love the armor. In that the
Yeah.
Reign of the Beast, in that the armor used on the female there in Reign of the Beast. I think
Oh,
maybe that's the armor that's used on her. I can't
Mhm.
remember her name right
I
off,
think
but
you're
I think
right.
that's it. But yeah, she's gorgeous.
Name.
Oh yes, and Neve. Yeah, she's really gorgeous.
Mhm.
That's she is ruddy.
Yeah. So, and then we have Mayor Burris Burger Story. Burger Story? I don't know.
Story.
Anyway, Mayor of Einsamal. Named after art by Ackerman, Curtis Ackerman. That's just cool.
Mhm.
He owns a pub. Everybody goes to see him. Hangs out with everybody. He gets in everybody's business. He knows everybody, what's going on. I mean, come on. Right? This was the perfect character, right?
Oh,
And
absolutely.
the first gnome and what's imp scale, IMP imp scale, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Dorklair said he did like 5 takes trying to say this name smoothly in my videos today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Jeremy say it about 14 times before I'm able to get it for sure. But yeah, this
You
is
could just like record it, and then when you're about to say it, just press play real quick.
right.
Yeah, idea,
You never
Amber.
have to worry about a name again. Let me just search it. I got this one. Hold on.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, definitely a tongue twister. And I didn't, well, maybe I did add that, but I think it's cool. And then all of the
It's still
all
work.
of the things that he comes with. Were you guys excited this
yeah.
one this time about all of the prop pieces that are coming in this wave as well?
Oh yeah. That's always cool, like how they keep trying to find ways to build out like the environment as well now.
Right.
After they started with the Ox Crew people and now they're bringing it into Mythic, it's so cool.
Jesse can't trust Jeremy's pronunciation to New England. Well, since he created the character, I'd say he's as close as it's gonna get.
I don't know.
Oh, that's hilarious. The other thing that I really like about this is that all of those mugs, the beer topper pops off. I think that's really cool. And then, what did you guys think about the goblin head here?
Well, I love it.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's a cool add-on to give it a whole nother character feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Both beers and bears. So Jeremy was running wild last night. Yes, he was. Bill, yes, he was. Oh, that's funny. Okay. And then this was the Einsamal Inn accessory set. What did you guys think about the gas bar sausages here?
It was a great ad.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? And then as I was watching Offworld today, you know, the thing that goes on the end of that
Right.
the plate that goes on the end of the
keg thing.
keg, yeah. Of course, Jeremy came up with the logo and everything, but the 430 was the fourth item in the 30th wave.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? That's
I
neat.
like that.
Yeah, Dorclair, I love all the extras that came with the sausage set. The grapes and the apples, I think we've seen those before. And then you get that little like pan, and then the mugs, the keg, and then the spout for the keg. It's just amazing. It just really is cool. I like this. And I'm glad that after giving us accessory sets that go with Cosmic, that they are now starting to give us some accessories that go with Mythic as well.
Yeah.
Of course, another favorite of mine is
can't
the
wait.
Byler Frostfur. Yeah. So, question.
Anya said she wanted this one. She saw it. Anya's like, oh my God, that's so cute. I want it. I'm like, okay.
There we go. I knew that was my sister from another mister. All right. Here's the question. Foxhead, Thistlethorn head.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How about 2, 1 for each, so that way you can have the Jesse tribute? Because
Yeah.
that Crystal Thorn head is definitely a Jesse tribute.
For
It
sure.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy said I legit want 10 of him. Yeah.
It's a necessity.
Oh, Durkley, Valiant Might. Absolutely. Because he's so tiny and looks like the Valiant Knight. Yeah, that's so cool. That's neat. And of course, then they made it so that you could put the little tea light underneath the fire and light it up. I know that was kind of a thinking about you as well, Brian, and you lighten up all the fire.
It was kind of cool seeing Cloud's story today on Instagram. So that really made me feel kind of cool. Her little opinion on that. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty cool.
I will. I have to. I don't know that I've saw that one today. Again, it's been busy. JG said, I hope we get some kind of bring out your dead style wagon eventually. A wagon would be cool. Really. Yeah, that's awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised if Detour doesn't have something like that already out there. He makes a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Jesse said if he only gets one, he's going to be the fox.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy is amazing. He is so
He's so cool.
All right. And then the next one up is Jakul Ironbones. What do we think of this Frost Ogre.
So much detail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks cool. He's got a lot of stuff to him. Funny thing is, this whole wave, I think he's my least on it out of everything on here. But like, he still looks so cool. He has so many cool like add-ons and stuff. The armor looks great, and the pauldrons and stuff like that. But I don't know. There's so much good stuff in here.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is fantastic. There's using a lot of the cosmic weapons because they're so organic, and bringing them in with the mythic look. I think that was
Mhm.
really cool.
Yeah.
And Eric Miller painted him.
I
Right.
know. Way to go, Eric! Woohoo!
The man.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then Bjorn? Is Bjorn? I got nothing.
Sounds good to me.
I'm sure one of those fixes it.
I am going to have to learn how to pronounce this wave. I know. I just saw it last night. Worked all day. Give me a break. But this is really cool. I mean, I love the fact that Eric sculpted a new head.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know, so you've got that slimmer head, and the first thing I thought of, and I didn't put it together until Curtis said it on Off-World later. The first thing I thought of was, I need a little Coke bottle for him.
Mm-hmm.
But then Curtis said, isn't it funny that they did a polar bear, the Coca-Cola polar bear, and a tribute to him in the same wave? And of course, he works for Coca-Cola's. Oh, that's Bjorn. Oh, thank you, Bill. So it's Bjorn. And Blake said Bodvar's brother from another mother. And William, it's so easy for Jeremy because he's been saying these names for a long time before we ever see them. Yeah. We just learned them last night. But what do you guys think of the slimmer head, the polar bear aspect?
I love it because my college mascot was a polar bear.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
So I love polar bears. I think they're cute.
Yeah, I like it. I think he looks cool. When he was kind of stacking it up to make it seem like this was the thing killing stuff, I was like, but look at the face. He doesn't look vicious at all. I don't know. I wasn't buying it.
And then I think Neve could ride the polar bear.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, for sure.
Yeah. If
So I can't help you because there's too many with A's right there. I just
I know.
Oh wait, what are you trying to figure out? I missed
the one who's riding the bear in Rising Suns.
it's like it's either Atlas or Attila, right? One of those two, I think. I watch it not even be.
No, I don't even think it's in all.
Nah,
it.
it's one of those two. Atlas.
Oh.
There you go.
Atlas is the one who's riding the bear. Okay.
See, you were close.
If Atlas can ride the bear, I think Neve can ride the bear as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that would be a good side by side. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's always those two
Darla
names that
wore
always
the
trick me up.
mascot outfit for her school, and she was a cougar. Oh, Darla, that's cool. Dorglair said Thalen to ride the bear.
Oh,
Yeah.
True.
That might be a good one.
I can see
Mhm.
that.
I could see that. Yeah. Kevin says he wants Santa Claus to ride him.
Hmm.
And then he wants an extra gnome so he can paint it to match. And then I said he had to have a Coca-Cola bottle. So there you go.
You good?
Jesse said Nieve needs a wolf.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Oh, here
Bless your
comes the season fit.
And there's the wolf.
Oh,
That's so cool looking.
Yeah, he looks awesome.
He's huge, guys. He's huge.
It's going to be interesting to find out more about the armor and everything and how he got put in that position and why he has it all on eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks awesome.
so cool.
It's going to be a great story. I'm looking forward to hearing the end of the story for him. Sure.
Mhm.
But he's a big he's a big guy. He's
Oh, yeah.
huge.
And it was really cool seeing the size comparison with the sword next to the 1.0 figure. It's the same height as him, pretty much.
Jesus.
Right. Yeah, that sword is massive. And they said that was a sword that Nate Barch created when he created his set, that they just hadn't done yet. So it's been sitting in the pile for a while, waiting. But yeah, this is amazing. I'm excited. Again, bringing a little bit of cosmic into mythic with his pauldrons, not his pauldrons, his gauntlets.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Again, being able to mix them up. And what did you guys think of Varg? It looks like Varg's head on his waist piece. I can't zoom in, or I would. But
Hold on. It looks pretty cool.
Still. I love
Yeah.
it.
I know it looks like Varg's head. It looks like, I don't know if it's a smaller version of Varg's head or Varg's head, but yeah, it looks like Varg's head.
That's one of those mysteries.
Yeah. Okay. Joe said Thalen can ride any mount as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he's a huge Thalen
Gotcha.
fan.
And JG said, I wonder if it's a new vampire clan. I don't know, but he's got a vampire on his waist.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Fenrikind are going to be natural enemies to the vampire. I don't know.
Bless
That's
you.
a good
See,
question.
it's contagious.
It is contagious. God bless you. I don't need it over here, please.
That was nerve-wracking.
Look what you started.
Oh. Yeah, Andy said, as soon as I saw the chains, I was like, who or what enslaved that? Yeah. Yeah, and maybe the buckle does represent the enemies of Alithia. Good thinking. Andy said, it's not Varg, it's Swig, only $999.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Frost ogres will ambush any travelers who are foolish enough to venture into their lands, dragging them back to their icy lairs to end too terrible to contemplate. Yeah, this was a great I mean, come on. This is fantastic, right?
And then Trevor's pictures,
Oh, I know.
so good. Especially the ones that had Carver Customs items in them.
I know. And there were a lot of them this time. Like almost every one of them had
There was a
flame
couple.
Yeah, there were a few.
He
but
says
yeah,
it
they
all
were
not.
awesome.
It was a couple.
Yeah,
No biggie.
figures are more important, but yeah, it was cool.
So cool.
It was really
The
cool seeing
Dorkman.
my pillars pop up there. That was a big thing for me last night because that's my first actual foam dio piece that has popped up in something like this.
Yeah, that's dope.
So maybe he was captured by the Brood's frost ogre. That's true. Yes, Andy, I can see a ton of Legion's Con lot making those custom printed barrel toppers with different logos and flavors. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I'll get to that story later. Sorry. That just kind of sparked an idea for something else.
Yeah.
We love your
See,
ideas.
ideas are flowing. I love it. I love it when that happens. Yeah. So that was an awesome wave they released last night, and we would be remiss if we did not talk about it a little bit. So thank you guys for going through that. It was just absolutely amazing. And again, I'm thinking Horrors of Eisenmal. I'm not gonna be getting too many of those because I'm not a horror type person. And every single one, I was like, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
Add to cart. Add to cart. Oh, that's funny. So anyway, so that was fun. All right. Bryan, you and Stacey have been on before, and we've gotten a little bit of your backstory, but I want to go back real quick because I think it is important to go kind of talk about like how you came into Legions, when you started doing your lights, and when you started doing your dios, and then kind of going into like what made you think of starting KarvarKon and all that stuff. So let's go back a little bit and talk about. So Stacey is the one who bought the first Legions figure. Is that right?
Yeah, she's a terrible
welcome.
influence, but in a good way.
So when she found that figure, you both got figures that day, right?
No, she bought that one. That's the only figure we got that day. And when we got,
You said you bought one.
and then when we got home, we opened it up and messed around with it. I was like, "This is pretty cool." So I got on Big Bad, and that's when I ordered my the trap draw one. I'm horrible with names tonight. I don't know why I can't just think about a name anymore.
Oh.
But yeah, the
I
trap
have
draw
those
like
days too.
tribute. So that was my first one, and when I got it, I started messing around with it. And then like we have a park that's across the street, and I was like, well, I had a Marvel Legends Wendigo figure, and I went out and took a couple pictures with it, and like this is a lot of fun. So then we just started going to Big Bad and picking up more and more, and it's all her fault, but in a good way.
And then we went to our first Legions Con
hmm
in 2022.
Yeah,
And then I was like, oh my God, we're coming back every year.
and it's kind of funny because like Chris James is like he's the dude that was really talking about Legions to me a lot, and he's talked about how there's a Legions Con in New Jersey and people go to it. And I'm like, that's crazy. There's no way in hell I'm going to drive clear across the country to go to a convention. This is nuts. Well,
And then it happened.
right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
One thing led to another.
when did you start like making dios? When did that, like, were you making those before you got into Legions? Was that a thing that you were making prior to?
Yeah, Dios. I started that, and it was towards the beginning of 2019, and I was just I was making like stuff for Marvel Legends. I was making alleyways and stuff like that, and then
Oh.
different things.
Dragon
And
Ball.
yeah, Dragon Ball. Like I started making stuff for DTOS, and it was just generic, kind of like in Dragon Ball inspired, like terrains that you could put in your DTOF, like for different risers. And that kind of caught on, and it's kind of what started getting my name built up. And I was lucky enough to, have like Josh Pence when I gifted him some stuff, and he bought stuff from me, and he put my name over there big time. And then like Big Dub, he was there when Josh opened his first dio from me, and then he reached out, and like he's always helped out trying to get my name out there as well. So it was just I've been really fortunate with having different people at the right times
Ethan Page.
putting my name out there. And like WWE wrestler Ethan Page was another one who's really helped me a lot.
Okay. Now, when did you decide to start doing like the torches, and that has evolved into a lot of other things as well?
That goes back to Chris James as well. Like he come up and stayed with us for a weekend, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We went outside and we was taking like mythic pictures across the street at the nursing home. And I had an idea for a picture, and I had like a NECA campfire. from a Jason figure, and I was like, I want to use this, and he had like loom cubes, and he's trying to shine it on it, make it look like it's glowing. I was like, and we took pictures, and I looked at him, and I was like, this isn't good enough. It's like I want this to look like it's actually glowing, not look like there's a spotlight on it, kind of thing. So I just kind of rigged up like a tea light candle and shoved it up in there, and it worked for what I needed it to do for that picture. And after that, I was he went home, and I was like, dude, I wonder if I could do this for like a torch in some way. If I could make it work for like so somebody could be holding like a handheld torch and make it glow like that. And it just took a while, but like a lot of test runs and messing around, and it finally started turning out the way I wanted it to, and it just kind of worked out, and it just kind of went from there, and started making different styles and different sizes and different all kinds of different versions of it.
So now you have the torches that actually like hook into a dio. You've got
Yeah, you get the
handheld
walls.
torches.
You got
You've
wall
got
ones, tall ones, medium ones, hand ones. I'm
right
trying to do like different crystal light versions and staffs and
staffs and yeah, all the stuff. So you now have quite a few that you have put together that will light up. So especially for photographers and stuff like that, you will have that lit
oh, yeah.
look. You have created a new one, like a new design or something. You did it for Legions Con 2023 and 2024 that you sold at Legions Con. Is that right?
Yeah, I do. I try to do like an exclusive torch style for Legion's Con every year. I haven't started on one this year. I got a few new things I've designed, but I haven't got them printed out yet to try and test run them or anything yet. But I got some new stuff I've been starting on. I got designed. I just got to, see, tweak them and test run them and stuff like that and see how they turn out.
Okay. You of course do amazing dios. I know we've got several things from you. Your egg, the dragon egg dio that I got from you guys. Was that MuskeeCon or was that Legion's Con?
That's Legion's Con.
Yeah, it was Legion's
Legion's
Con.
Con. Okay. And then at MuskeeCon, we got the tall
Pillars.
Yeah, the
columns, the pillars that you did. So those pillars have gone off like gangbusters.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like it's actually the pillars really paid for the down payment for KarvarKon.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was I didn't expect that. Like I didn't think people would really care as much as about columns, but then I was like I get messages all the time, are you making more? Are you making more? I'm like, I'm trying. It's a process, but yeah, I'm working on them.
So the first few that you did not have the lights attached, but I noticed that either the last two or so that the last two groups or whatever that you've put out, that some of your pillars has had lights attached to them, which is
Right.
oh my gosh, like.
And it was all because of like the response from those the first groups that I made. Because like you
Right.
picked up the first group, and then like I had like 2 or 3 people like messaging me before I got there. I was like, "Hey, can I buy those?" It's like I'm trying to sell them at the show first, and then if I have the leftovers, and then like I just kept getting more and more messages about them. I was like, "All right, I'm working on some." So as soon as I got home, I just started, and I kind of changed it up a little bit and made it so instead of groups of 4, there were only 2, and they had lighting in them, and
Yeah, those are fantastic. I mean, I know I took my dio pieces with us when we went to IshCon to put up on the table to make the table kind of look a little bit better. But like even when Kevin took pictures of my newest custom and he had the columns in the back, I mean, it just like that one simple thing made it look so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And just like for people who are not into photography, well, I'm not into photography, but who don't have the space and do lots of photography, like
Right.
those pillars, those columns are an amazing way to add just a little bit when you need it.
Yeah. And it also helps like change your shelf presence a little bit as well. Like, I mean, if you have the space, because let's face it, that's one of the hardest things, is having room. But like, if you have the room just to have them kind of like just in your collection, it just adds a whole nother level of kind of immersing yourself in their world.
Yeah, yeah. So those pillars were a great idea, and I'm so excited that you started those, and that Kevin and I were very excited to get a set of those from you. And I did tell Kevin, I said I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can get him to do me ones with the lights in them, because now I'm gonna have the lights.
Well, once I get more lights printed, because that's my problem, is like I ran out of lights, so that's the reason why I've kind of slowed down on selling them. So I got to print out more lights. But if you wanted to, you could always send those my way, and I'll just upgrade them if you want, instead of having to buy a whole nother set.
They're coming at you. I can already tell you now. I'll send 2 to you and keep 2 here, and then when you send those 2 back, we will have 2 that have lights in them. That'll be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, great idea. Thank you very much. Oh, the light is out. Dub3 said he's got 2 sets of those so far. They're just, I mean, they really are just that one last little piece that you need to make it look amazing. So
And last night after the wave reveal, I go, it'd be good on those pillars, and he was what? And it's like snow.
yeah,
Yes.
because you're gonna have several. I mean, you're gonna have a wave coming out at the end of this year.
Yep.
Because Jeremy said it's already in production, so we should get it fairly close to the end of the year. So if that happens, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to want snow diodes.
It's not saying that I haven't thought about something that might be already in the process.
Yay! Like it when that happens.
Kind of like a snowy version of something I've sold to somebody's husband that's in the call here. But
okay, Amber, what is he selling to Ryan that he's making? Trying to think, has Kevin bought? I think I've bought it. I don't think Kevin's bought it.
well, I mean, technically, I guess Amber's the one that gave me the money for it for him. So
Yes.
There you go.
so I don't know if that helps.
All right. All right. Let's talk a little bit about KarvarKon. Oh, hang on just a second. Guys, we have not forgotten. I promise we have not forgotten. We are giving away a Charbot. Hashtag Charbots rule. This is version 1. You will be getting version 2, which looks like this. Stacey painted one and then painted a custom to go with it. So you're actually going to get version 2. Bryan and Stacey have graciously allowed us to give one of these away. So please, hashtag Charbots rule to win a Charbot from Carver Customs. They are awesome and amazing, and you can do so much with them.
So we have only 17. We have 19 entries and 31 people watching. Just saying. The math is not mathing.
The math is not mathing, people. Let's do this. Let's get some Charbots rule. We want to give away. We want a good group to give away a Charbot tonight. All right. Legion's Con. I guess it was Legion's Con, maybe Legion's Con 24. We were sitting around talking. Was it IshCon? Was it Legion's Con? We were sitting around talking, and Bryan, you just like out of the blue said that since the con that was in Ohio wasn't in Ohio this year, that there should be something there.
Yeah, PowerCon kind of I don't know what PowerCon did, but they came to Columbus and they did 2 shows. The first one was cool, and then the second one was way better. And then they kind of just they said they weren't doing one in 24. So we were in Legion's chat one night, and I said something about I kind of wanted to do something, and Van was already in there. He said, "Well, IshCon's going to be in August that year." I was all right, cool. So it's like I didn't really like leave my head there at that point, but like I started talking like Brad Jones. Like, dude, we got like half a dozen of us are in Ohio are like great creators. Like we got Dirks and Perry and Mortal Collections and Eric Miller and
Reynolds.
Reynolds Cruz. You got all these guys and they're all in our state. Why don't we put together some kind of like a meetup or something like that? Or we could have a cool event. Maybe you could even do like a street team or something. We could figure out something. And he thought it was a good idea and stuff, but we just didn't really go anywhere with it at that point. And then like fast forward, I started like talking to I talked to some of the Ohio guys at that IshCon. I was like, I kind of want to do something. Would you be up for it? Like if I could figure out something, nothing's set in stone, but if I started messing around and coming up with some ideas, would you be up for it? And all of them are sure, let's do it.
From MesquiCon, you talk to more people.
Yeah, well, MesquiCon at the beginning of this year, I had a venue I was looking at, and I was really happy with it. It kind of reminded me of how the La Quinta was, but it was like the lobby was huge. It would have been perfect for like our get-togethers and stuff. And it just kind of fell through, and it got to the point where the lady kind of blew me off. Like, everything was booked up until like August, the last day of like last weekend of August this year, and that's just too close to Legion's. Kind of wasn't going to work. So like, I don't know. I just kind of lost. It just kind of was felt like I was having hitting setbacks at that point. So I just kind of like didn't really think about it for a minute. And then MesquiCon happened. I had people actually coming up to me because I did mention that I want to do something, but I didn't have any details yet on one of the shows. And I had people at MesquiCon walking up saying, "Hey, are you really going to do a con? Because if you do, I'm there. We'll be there. We'll be there." And it happened like half a dozen times. People coming up to me about it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to revisit this. I came back and I got a hold of the lady at the hotel, and I was like, "What about next year? This date? It's already booked. Try to place down the street." I was like, "Okay." So Zane, our son, he competes in jiu-jitsu, and there's this place in Newark, which isn't Columbus. It's like a half hour away from Columbus. But he competed there a few times, and I was like, I wonder, there's no way this is going to be affordable. But I'm going to, shits and giggles, I'm going to call and ask kind of thing. What's the worst that could be? Like too much money,
Right.
So I called, and it ended up being like the same price for half the other room, which was way smaller.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like it went from half the La Quinta size for this much money to probably two La Quintas, maybe two and a half size for the same amount of money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the picture of the room it's so nice. It's bright, natural light comes in. It's so cool, and the place is awesome. So I'm like really excited about the place. And the thing you were talking about earlier with the barrel toppers, there's actually a room in there that I didn't get, but like I didn't know about. And it's kind of like a conference room, and they have all these old barrels like that
Like on the
against
walls.
yeah, along the walls.
Oh,
Well, that's
So I was
cool.
like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, if we had like that area, we can set up and put like those things on the barrels, different like
Yeah.
whoever different vendors like logos on them too, and just to kind of fit that whole gimmick as well. But that was the idea. It kind of went through my head there.
That's really cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So the venue itself has roughly how many tables can you fit in there?
See, that's the funny thing. My goal was 60 tables. And I was
Okay.
like, that could work because some people might want more than one table. 60 tables should be fine. So that was my goal. And honestly, we are already above halfway there, which which is crazy for being as far out as we are.
Yeah, because
But
you're still over a year away.
right. And the reaction has been crazy. Like it's been great. Like the day I posted that, messages were either congratulations, I'm so excited, I can't wait. sign me up. I want a table. I want a table. I want a table. It's like, it was nuts that whole first day. So it's just, it's going to be crazy. So like 60 was my goal. And then the lady sent, I actually asked her, I was like, hey, do you have any like layouts for other events with like 10 by 10 booth sizes that you guys might have done in the past? And so she sent me a few, and there's this one, I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't really sure, because like it's really weird when you see something scaled down, like trying to judge how much room you could actually use and how big, you know.
Right.
Well, she sent me that, and it's like I thought 60 tables would have probably gonna fill it, and the one she sent me had like 108 tables.
Oh wow.
So, you know, if by chance I go past 60, cool, more the merrier.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
I still got to fine tune my layout and stuff like that, but that just gave me like a whole nother look at what the possibilities of it could be,
Right.
you know.
So, talk to us a little bit about the venue. So, it's a hotel and a conference center.
Yeah, it's a really nice hotel. It's not like your normal like have 8 floors. It's kind of like what, it's like a 2 floor hotel all around.
I think it might only be 1 floor, actually.
No, there's 2 floors.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so. And it's kind of weird because like it's kind of like a maze, but it's like
Yeah.
as the lady was walking us from like the lobby back to like the room that we'll be in, there's like we'll go down a hallway full of doors, and there's like a hangout spot, and then we'll go
Like
down
a
some
little
more.
fireplace.
Right. And it's just really nice all the way through it. There's a bunch of different little hangout spots. There's an outdoor
I think
gazebo.
there's a pool too, Kent Pool, that you can review.
And then yeah, there's a restaurant in it. What all did you were reading about everything they had in there the other day?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what was
But
it.
yeah, there's like a restaurant, a bar.
Did you say something about a spa?
Oh yeah, I think there is a spa in there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, and it's like I was on with Schmerber, and he was pulling up pictures from the hotel, and I was like, I have no idea where that room's even at. This place is like a maze.
Yeah, it's big.
Oh,
There's
wow.
like a bunch of conference rooms, giant conference rooms. There's like I said, that one room that's right outside where we'll be. It has like it's like a conference room, but it has all those barrels in it. And right across the hall from it is actually like a little like get together bar kind of like setting room. So I mean, this year's gonna be one of those years where like the lady's really cool about everything. She like I told her the whole idea of what I wanted to do and what the figures were. And as my emails progressed with her, it went from toy convention to Cosmic Legion's toy convention, and that was all her just doing research and stuff. So it's like, okay, so she's looking up stuff, she's trying to figure it out, and so she's definitely on board to work with it. And I can't wait to show her what we could do business wise for her hotel.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like if we progress and we do another year of it, hopefully, you know, it might open up more possibilities for the following years of spaces and things like that.
Yeah. So, when we saw you at MuskeeCon, I told you to sign me up for a table that would Legion's Ladies Live would definitely have a table. And then when we were in Ohio, I don't know, a few
April?
weeks
Yeah,
later,
April.
and yeah, we hung out with you guys. You were talking about this venue and how you thought it might work. So when you finally were like, "Yes, we're going to do this," I was so excited. I think this is fantastic. Like,
Yeah, like I said, a couple of sales I've done with the pillars paid for a majority of it, and I was just short a little bit, and then I went to California to do that meetup,
yeah,
and within like the first hour, I hit the little bit I needed, and I kind of had a tear in my eye. I was like, "Holy shit, I'm going to do this!" You know, kind of feeling. It's like this is going to happen. So that was like my down payment. That's all I needed, and then like I came home, and like it was not a pleasant flight to get to there or back because I'm not exactly as small as I used to be. I'm not built like I used to be.
right.
Like it hurt the whole way there and back, but it was like it was so worth it. And I was just like terrified of flying the whole way. And I'm just like, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it.
It definitely was. Now, um, so that meetup, you sold enough to solidify this is actually going to happen. You're going to put the down payment. This is what we're going to go forward. So then you opened it up for people who wanted tables, and you had said that the response was great. So Like, can you give us just a round figure? Like, how many tables did you get like the first week or so?
The first week, I probably got like, I'd say probably like 25, maybe a little bit more.
Gotcha.
And that's just people reaching out. But like since then, I've also been like, hey, I'm doing this. I don't know if you've heard about it. I know it's a year away, but I want to throw this idea away. You know, I'd love to have you there if you want to come out. And like, it's been, and I totally understand. Like, I've reached out to a few people that's like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. And it's like, I totally get it. And a lot of stuff can change in a year's time.
Right.
And I totally understand that. But I just want to put it in your ear. If it works out, sweet. If it doesn't, cool. Hopefully you can still make it to hang out.
Right.
But like, that's my goal, is just to build up the best con I can build and have like a lot. I just want to have like another place where all the creators could come together other than Legion's Con, because, we have all those little shows that pop up, and there's always like a handful of us that come to those.
Right.
Like, creator wise, we need another big show that can really bring all the creators together, bring the community together, get the chance to meet a lot of their favorite creators, buy stuff from them, have the chance to hang out. Because honestly, it's also about me being greedy. I want more time with my friends. So,
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's truly what, I am most excited about, is just being able to see everybody more than once a year. Now, Amber and Ryan are in a different demographic where
right.
those cons up there, like, everybody goes to those. So, like, the people that are even remotely close, you guys are seeing almost once a month, right, Amber? I mean, isn't that
just about?
Yeah.
And,
so many.
And that's kind of something else, is like, just because you go to those cons and you might see everybody there, or like if you're a creator and you're able to make those cons and do stuff over there, and you don't really see like, do I really need to travel to Ohio? But there's a lot of people that have been to a PowerCon in Ohio that's never been to a Legion's Con, or maybe Legion's Con's too far, they can't do that. Timing might be off every year for family reasons. Maybe they have kids' birthdays around the same time. They can't just, go. Maybe this will be a good alternative, and it's a different location where a whole nother group of people might be able to come in and see what you do, and you might get a whole nother customer base coming out of it too.
Yeah.
Just from a whole nother location. So there's definitely a lot of different possibilities to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So then you're still selling tables. If anybody wants a table, please contact Bryan, let him know. He can set you up with that. Then you sold t-shirts, KarvarKon t-shirts, to help pay for like badges and stuff like that. Of course, we got a couple of those. Did those go over well? Did you do well with those?
Yeah, I have probably less than, I'd say maybe 8 extras. So
wow, okay.
I'll be able to post those up when they get them in and know what sizes I have extras of.
Right.
And also with the badges, like you mentioned, the goal with this with my con is it's going to be all about the creators. I want to be able to showcase our best creators, and that even includes like people that I've been reaching out to, people that's never vended, that are popping up with what they've been doing, like for instance, Jay Low Fidelity. I reached out to him. I was like, dude, your stuff's popping up everywhere. You're doing some cool stuff. People are talking about it. Have you ever thought about doing this? If so, if it's possible, here's an option. Would you want to come and, hang out? And so he's thinking about it. That's that kind of thing. I want people to be able to get exposure to what they do. And I want more people, like there's a lot of people that can't get that shot at Legion's Con, because let's face it, it's packed. There's a waiting list. So we got people like Joseph Martinez, Joseph Connors, they'll have stuff there. Jeffrey Evans is going to be there for the first time vending. There's a bunch of people like that. This is going to be their first time vending, or their first chance to do a Legion show. So it's like, I'm really excited about that. And then we also have like your normal people. And then like up to an hour ago, I was talking to Eric LeBron, and he is all in. He's coming now. He's going to have a table. So I'm excited about that. And
we love him.
Right. And I've been reaching out to all kinds of people. Like a lot of the people that were at the first Legion's Con, I was like, I talked to Derby and Eric LeBron and then Eric Miller. I was like, it's kind of funny. I wanted to get those people involved if possible, because it's kind of like, you're there for the first one of those. Come to the first one of these. The founding fathers of what we do, like the customizers kind of thing. They're the ones that's been around for a while, and it'd be really cool to have them represented there for something new as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. Dub3 said he's tossing around the idea of vending. Yes.
We'll get
Dub
a van and we'll do a road trip.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Get a party bus. But also, like, going back to the badges, something else I want to do with this con is I want to be able to showcase people's work as well as just the vendors. I want to be able to have art stuff throughout. So, like, maybe like pictures that people have taken or drawings or something like that, or just, have those throughout the con as well. I've talked to Jackie about bringing her orc cosplay and putting it on a mannequin to display in the con. Stuff like that. I want it to be a full-on like art exhibit, as well as like what everybody's doing. I want everybody in the community to be represented. So I've reached out to like 4 different photographers that are, good friends, people I appreciate, that always like use my stuff. And I was like, hey, would you be interested in taking some pictures for the badges or signs and stuff like that? So, I got to get all that figured out and see what they can come up with, and it's totally up to them what they want to do. And one of their wife might be sitting here with us too. I don't know. You never know.
The world may never know.
Yeah. Who knows? It could be anybody. But no, I want to be able to show off as many of my friends in the community's creators. I want them to have a spotlight on them more than one time a year, and they deserve that, because, like, in all honesty, like, our community is filled with the best creators than any other toy community, and the more time they have to shine, the better. And that's all I want to do, is give everybody a chance to, come set up, have fun, make some money, hang out with their friends, show what they're working on, just have fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, Curtis, but will the mayor be there? Well,
I'm pretty sure he will.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Mrs. Mayor already has a table, so I'm pretty sure Mrs. Mayor travels with Mr. Mayor, so it kind of works out both ways.
And Twizzler said 19 said he's thinking it'll be his first time visiting Ohio.
Oh yeah, man.
I was just checking. It's only 7 hours from us. We can totally do it.
Yeah,
you gotta
totally
do
that.
It's a necessity at this point.
I think so.
Like I said, I understand that Legion's Con is the Super Bowl. I want to do like a show that's kind of like a sister show, and maybe this could be the All-Star game leading up to the Super Bowl. Have some fun with it. It might be a chance to see other creators that don't have that chance at Legion's Con as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And there is one creator that I'm really excited about. He's not in the Cabal, and the community knows his work, but he's never done a Legion show.
Huh.
So on the 11th of July, when I'm going to do a post to do the countdown, it's going to have everybody that have table-wise on that listed. But there'll be an episode with Schmerber coming out that same day with that guest. And I'm just really excited to get his work actually in person in front of people.
Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait to find out who that is. Amber, we have a super chat.
Oh, we do. Curtis Ackerman, $1.99. Gonna make me use my vacation next year on Ohio and New Jersey. What better
You're welcome.
Your vacation?
I was going to say, hanging out with the most favorite people of all times. I can't see that's a bad thing. Come on.
Right.
It's with cool cats.
That's awesome.
Yes. So, like I mentioned before, Dub said something about maybe wanting to do a table. I was like, I might have something that you might be interested in doing too. So that's kind of goes back to that picture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have those posted up.
We
Oh,
have
That's
time,
another
awesome.
super
time to
chat.
wake up. Who's waking
Yeah,
up?
it's my son is calling me for something, and I have no idea what it is. Okay, go ahead.
It's going to be dollar bills.
Oh, so the last dog's about to bark.
$2 super chat from Ed. Latin Legions will be going. I'm excited for KarvarKon.
Yep, they will have a table.
Yay,
Yes, go
Ed.
ahead, Latin Legions,
We have
fellers.
3 or 4 shows that will have table. Aunt Jessie will have a table, and Mrs. Curtis will be there. So I'm assuming Curtis will be there. So he's using his vacation time for Ohio already. So
And then we have Blake. He's going to be coming
Yep.
all the way from Portland.
right,
Oh,
Like-
I'm from Portland.
we got the Zone A table. So it'll be David Williams, Thomas Belay, and Big John Moore doing Raging Over Studios. They'll have a table
That's cool.
displaying and selling some stuff. And yeah, it's stacking up to be awesome.
It is stacking up to be awesome. I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. What? Like, I know you're in the middle of thinking about like badges and signs and stuff like that, and trying to get all of that sorted. Like, what's next? Like, in all of the things that you're doing, like what? In all of getting things ready, is there a next step that you haven't gone to yet? That the next thing that you're going to have to start thinking about and start doing?
Right now, my main focus is Legions Con. I gotta go do Legions Con for the rest of my money
Right.
to finish off paying for the room and stuff like that. Because like I've said this before, but I truly look at this as like this is going to be the con that the community builds. Literally, you bought pillars, you've bought stuff from me in California that got me this far. You bought shirts, that's getting me somewhere else. Legions Con, you're going to get me the rest of the way there. So this is built by you guys. This is going to be a con for you guys. So it's about the community, and I want it to. It's going to be totally built by the community. Like that's the big deal for me. I love this community so much, and it's done wonders for me. Like so much. So yeah, it's going to be all about trying to. I just want it to be all about the community. Now take a shot every time you hear me say the word community.
Well, I mean, I have to agree. Number one, this community, bar none, is one of the best communities ever. And it's just a lot of freaking fun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when we get together, it's more like a family reunion than most people don't want to go to their own family reunions. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they don't want to spend that time around family, and yet this feels like it's going to be.
I know more people at Legions Con than I do at a family reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I'm like, how are we related? That's my grandma's brother's child's child. What? Ew.
Just
Amber, we have another super chat
from Eric, 199. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Although you didn't tell us anything to say there, but if you write it again, we will put it up there. I promise. You've already paid for the words. Oh, that's funny. Curtis said, "We don't need no stinking badges." Jesse, how dare you take the hard-earned money that I gave for a product and turn around and put it to use for the community? Sheesh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
What he had said is, I don't think I'll be able to make it to Legions Con, but this is much more doable.
Oh, awesome, Eric. Yay. We are so excited that you're going to try to make cover.
Eric's one of the usuals in the Legion's chat every Friday night too. So he's been a lot of times I'll be in there and I'll kick around ideas, be like, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what do you think about that? And like he's one of those people get to hear that. So I bounce ideas off of people all the time. Like one of the things I brought up in Legion's chat that kind of field an idea for is I'm going to do probably around April. I'm going to put out community projects. So that means like there's going to be two of them, one for customs. So you have your guidelines of what you got to do. You do those, you bring it with you, and it'll be displayed at the show. Somebody wants to buy your thing that you made for it at the show, sell it. One of them will be for dioramas. Here's what you'll need to do. This is what you can use. This is that and the other. Make
That's
it, bring it. So it's also trying to get more of the community to be creative in different ways as well and take part. So if you just do something that you're really freaking proud of, bring it along, show it off. You don't have to have a whole table. Take part, have pride in what you do. And that's what it's about, is showing what you're proud of.
Yeah. And I'm going to throw this out there because it was one of my favorite things about IshCon this past year. And I know that you guys weren't able to make IshCon because you went to California instead. But I'm so glad, Bryan, that you went to California. I mean, I say that and I give you that look, but know that I'm so happy that you got to go and spend some time with your friends out there. And that's, to me, that was probably worth everything. But we did miss you at IshCon this year. But one of the things that I really loved about IshCon, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, is Dirk had 2 tables right behind his table that were set up together with seats all the way around it. And he had people all weekend stopping by and painting. So they would paint a portion of it and then put it over to dry and then go walk around. And then they would come back later that day or the next day and pick it up and paint some more. And for me, that was probably one of the coolest things that I got to see people that have never picked up a paintbrush before actually pick up a paintbrush. And to me, that was really, really cool. So talk to Dirk. And talk to the Purple Gang, because I think between the 2 of them, they all chipped in and had made that happen. So if we could do that again at something like this, because it is for the community, we are promoting all the art and all the, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I want people to feel the same way I feel about the community. Like, it's just, I want everybody to have a chance to show what they can do and have fun doing it.
I do too. I'm so excited. I mean, like, when you originally broached the subject and was like, I'm thinking maybe we need to have some kind of con, now that KarvarKon isn't going to be in Ohio, we need to have some kind of con. I'm like, that would be kind of cool, because it's not as far as it is to go up to New Jersey. It's not as far as it was to go to MuskeCon for us. So to have something, in the summer, that would be really cool. And it sounds like it's a really neat venue. Again, I do want to add this back to the stage. So it is Cherry Valley Hotel in Newark, Ohio. So you can go check out photos and stuff online if you want to.
It's like 30 minutes east of the airport too, so it's not too bad of a Uber if you need to take one. That's one of the things I like. As soon as I thought about this place, I got a group chat with like Dave Williams and some other guys. It's like, I never used an Uber before, so would that break the bank if would that be a deal breaker if it was like a half hour away? And it's like, no, it takes like 20-25 minutes depending on traffic for Legion's Con, so that's not bad at all. And it's like a straight shot down a highway, so there's no traffic, no crap you got to deal with really on going from there to there. So it's
usually,
and if you have several people coming in, that can carpool, they can go together, they can go in together and get. I think it would be great. Curtis said, "Can I bring Darla? I'm proud of her."
You got to bring her. We're really proud of her. She's got to put up with you. So we're really proud of her.
Jesse said, starting to sound like Bryan is running for mayor.
Oh no.
Curtis has already got that from the studio. He is mayor. Right. And William, boy, this is really coming from a good place. It really is. It's amazing. It's awesome. I'm so excited. Like I said, when you started talking about it, and then it came to fruition. Like I'm really excited to go up there, and it sounds like it's going to be, an art exhibit as much as, and that to me, that's what my first Legions Con felt like, was more like an art exhibit than it was a toy show. So that's kind of cool.
I was super nervous, like when Brian first talked about, like, hey, I want to do a convention. And I was like, you want to do a convention? I said, conventions are expensive. I'm like, we're not rich.
Right.
I was like, how are we going to do a convention? He's like, I just want to do one. I think it'd be fun. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's like early
I was
on.
like, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's something that's been kind of brewing for a minute. Like, there's thinking about it, and then when, like, honestly, it would have been this year if KarvarKon didn't drag their ass telling us what they were going to do for this year. You know, going to Toyland and stuff. I would have pursued a lot quicker, and like I've been more persistent with trying to find a better venue or something like that if I knew that there was a possibility it could have happened this year.
Right.
But I'm kind of glad it didn't, though, because this gives me more time to build it and talk about it more and come up with some ideas and have fun just trying to build something, as opposed to trying to get it out this year and have it not be as good as it could be.
Yeah.
I agree, and
You
I'm
truly make it what you want.
yeah. And personally, I'm glad that it is next year instead of this year. You know, things happen.
Mhm.
So really excited, and gives me something very, very exciting to look forward to next year around the same time. On the 11th, you said you're going to make a post countdown. We are year out, so
It'll have an updated list of all the vendors that we currently have that are 100% confirmed. Like I said, I still have some that I've talked to that I'm waiting to hear back from that, you know, understandably, like I said, it's a year away, just throwing out ideas to people. If it works out, cool. If not, we'll figure it out. But,
okay, awesome. Well, we definitely are looking forward to being there. Amber, are you guys going to try to come down for it? Are you think you and Ryan are going to?
We're going to do our best.
Awesome. Well, you know, I would love to have the three of us in one place at one time more than once a year.
Yeah.
I agree.
and I was already telling Stacey, like, I'll probably be running around a lot. She's going to be at my table mostly, but I was thinking about just putting, like, the Legion's ladies table next to ours so that way she could be there with you guys as well throughout the day.
Yeah, friends.
He's thoughtful sometimes.
Sometimes.
We're gonna have some Mod Squad stuff, and we're gonna have some Legion's Ladies Live stuff, and we're gonna have some Legion's Ladies stuff. Jeez, I might need more than one table. I might need to keep two open. Let me think about that. Oh goodness. It keeps growing. It keeps growing. It's going to be so much fun. So your next thing that you're thinking about is Legion. What?
Curtis said I wasn't sure if I was coming with Darla, but if Tanya's there, I guess I'll go.
Well, the funny thing is like when I started doing the idea of doing this, it's like I have no idea what the hell I'll even call it. And then Curtis jokingly said, "Oh, a KarvarKon happened in Ohio," or something like that on one of the streams where I said something. I'm going to do something in Ohio for sure. So he jokingly said that, and I was like, but do I really want to call it after myself? You know, that's kind of weird. And then at MosquitoCon, Dusty started saying it over and over. And I was like, screw it, that's what it's going to be. So they're calling it. I didn't name it after myself. So,
well, as long as somebody else did, that's good.
Yeah.
Kevin had a very good question. Amber, you got to put up Kevin's.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yep.
Is Schmidt's Sausages going to be a sponsor?
I mean, really.
Well, I mean, are we allowed to have another sausage sponsor? Seeing how there's always the gas bar sausages and stuff like that now.
I don't know, but
isn't that kind of like
Schmidt's is really good.
Hey, they have a buffet right now. I saw. Yeah.
For
I was like,
sausages?
a sausage buffet.
that sounds so bad.
That's a lot of sausages.
Oh my gosh, that is the best food ever. It was. So
Could you imagine
good.
it's like hibachi and they just like throw a wiener at you? Got it.
goodness, that's funny. Yeah. So now it's making me think of the sausages that are coming with the place that the adventure set or whatever, the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ice them out. I'm thinking about those sausages, throwing them at people. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Like, oh my
Yeah, that's
frisbees.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. So, right now, if you need a name for your convention, I got you, boo. Yes, you did.
I mean, he's the mayor for a reason, I guess, huh?
That's right. That's right.
Well,
You
he
guys
wasn't
are
at that time.
Oh, true.
you guys are gearing up for Legion's Con, which is coming up in November. Everybody's hoping, I know, everybody in the thing, everybody is hoping to get into intern, but if you don't get into intern, you guys are coming in on Wednesday anyway. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided
Okay.
no matter what, we're going to be there Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Hopefully we get
crew!
intern because we've never had intern, so hopefully we get it.
Yeah.
I hope
Just
so.
sneak in. Wear the supplies. You got this.
Amber for a day.
Amber for a day. Woohoo!
Dress as me. It'll be good.
What, like, between now and November, what is your living room going to look like, Stacey?
That's already looks like shit.
I mean, it already has foam on the floor, so
right.
It already has foam on the floor. All right.
It's horrible.
pretty much what'll happen now, like, I'll start helping him do stuff. So I'll be in, like, the Legion's chat on Friday night, even though I can't stay up late because I got to get up for my classes in the morning. But, yeah, so I'll be helping him, and we came up with a really good system last year on wiring stuff, so yeah. So now I'll be more involved the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year, it's my time to shine.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. He just says, okay, put this here, hold this. Okay, spin it. All right. Whoop. We had a little
So
lazy
now
Susan thing.
It's printing. You're going to be printing more stuff,
yeah.
getting the printer
She helps me with
going.
like the wiring stuff mostly, like because soldering is not my favorite thing to do in the world.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not a fan of soldering. I hate soldering. If you're in Legion's chat, that's one of the ongoing things. Is like because every now and then I'll be working on stuff and you'll just hear me cuss because I burned myself for like a piece of solder like fell on my leg or something, and it's just
It's a lot of cussing.
there's a lot of cussing.
If
Yeah.
those torches could talk.
Ooh, they know a lot of
Thank
four-letter
goodness
words.
they
to
can't,
talk.
right?
Soldering
Yeah,
is such a pain in the
Jimmy
ass.
said I hate soldering. He doesn't like it either.
Yeah, it's not fun.
So now you guys are going to amp up on some of your torches, print out some of the new designs that you've got for Legion's Con, work on more of the dio pieces, especially the pillars and columns.
Right. I might have more dio pieces this time around because, like, I don't know. It's after. I don't know. It's funny. I started off making dios, and then I started doing torches and stuff, and I got to be known as the torch guy. And then, Jeremy kind of lit a fire under me at IshCon. He's like, everybody forgets that you're a dio guy. So I came home with, like, last year after IshCon, I came up with the mentality of, all right, time to remind people what I can do, kind of thing. And I started making the hallways and stuff like that. And, like,
Oh my gosh,
Beautiful.
Since then-
steps.
gorgeous.
and since then I've done, like, the Forgotten Goddess dio, and then the dungeon, and a few other things, and it's gotten good feedbacks, and
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think I might try to do some more like diorama pieces as
Yeah.
well.
We love those over here.
Yeah, the walkway that you did was beautiful. I actually got to see the dungeon that you did, and oh my gosh,
Mhm.
the attention to detail, Bryan, on that dungeon was.
Thank you.
I mean, it was beautiful. It's gorgeous. So,
Yeah, Dub
Definitely.
ended up with that hallway, so he's been weaving it a bunch lately.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. I know that, none of it is easy by any stretch of the imagination, but the attention and detail that you put into it is awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
And the true Ohio dirt that comes with it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Parts of my driveway, that's funny. Ryan was looking at that one on my table. I was like, yeah, that's just dirt. Where do you get it? Backyard.
He was
That's an Ohio dirt. That's part of my driveway right there. Those rocks right there, yeah.
He came running back to me. He's got real Ohio dirt on that. Like,
That's funny.
he does.
Yeah, then he takes rocks from our driveway, so our driveway needs more rocks.
Use what you got, right? Use what's close.
He had Trevor 1 fighting with Trevor 2 over that dungeon.
Yeah, that dungeon was, to be able to see that up close and personal up in Mesquite-Con, it was just gorgeous. That was a beautiful piece. Dub3, yep, Ohio is always with me. Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's pull for this Charbot, and then we will come back and ask our final couple of questions to you guys.
Got you. Hang tight, friends. Takes me a minute because I'm slow. We have 25 entries and 37 watching. At one point, we had 41. You guys are all slacking.
You guys are slacking. Come on. Charbots rule. Don't you want to have a Charbot?
All right. We'll give it.
Don't you want your Charbot to look as cool as this one?
Ooh, it's beautiful.
Nice. All right. Sorry, Amber. I didn't mean to make yours go away.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, there it is. I found it. All right. We are going to give this away in 3, 2, 1. We're drawing. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Right.
Jesse!
Woohoo! We love
Jesse and
winners.
Stacey. Jesse, send Stacey or Bryan a message with your address. They will be shipping it out. So either find Stacey or Bryan on the Cabal or on Instagram and let them know your address, and they will send that out to you. Okay. Now we have a couple of questions. Amber, I'm sorry I didn't. You know what they are.
Yes, I'll just throw anything out there.
The first one that I wanted to ask you guys, and just first thing that comes to your mind, the dragon was the 10-year, 25-year thing from the Four Horsemen that they put out that was like above and beyond just absolutely amazing. After having seen that and seen it come out, if you go to either 15 years, their 30-year anniversary, what do you think they could put out that would be as cool or top that for their fans?
I think it'd be cool if they did like a griffin.
Ooh.
The first thing that comes to my mind.
Yes. I think a griffin would be awesome.
See, part of me wants to channel Amber at Legion's Con. A zebra?
That was the best answer.
Just how she said it killed me. That was great. I don't know. They're talking about sailing and all the different like continents and stuff. Maybe like some kind of sea creature, like a giant like kraken octopus thing, or some kind of weird tentacle like creature.
Ooh.
Something like that would be kind of cool.
It would be.
I'm excited. I want more creatures, so
Yes.
kind of hoping for.
Yep.
If
Curtis
anyone
said a
ever
Curtis
considers-
tribute version too. Oh, that's awesome. All right, Amber, you got the last question?
The last question?
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure we're on the same page.
we're on the same page.
You guys, what's one thing that you can tell us that you haven't told anyone else, but you both need your own answer?
I don't know. I feel like I've told my whole life to, especially talking on Mod Squad on Saturday mornings. We just talk about everything. So I don't know.
All right,
Ooh, I do have something really weird.
go for it.
Oh, go
Okay.
for it.
My thumb is kind of shaped like a toe.
Oh God, not this.
I have like a toe thumb.
It's again.
I don't know. It's hard to see.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah. I mean, people see it if they look at me, but I mean, if they really look at my
Is it
thumb.
both
But,
your
yeah.
thumbs or just one?
No, just one, because, yeah, I sucked
You
my
have a
thumb as
toe
a
thumb.
child.
How cool.
It's so you could have totally took that story. Yeah, I lost my toe, I lost my thumb, and they replaced it on my big toe, and something like that. You know,
No.
no, it's just they took my thumb a lot.
Could have been dope.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a good storyteller.
No, I love your thumb story.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was great.
That's
I
interesting.
am.
All right. All right. So tomorrow, I believe, in the Cabal, we'll be starting the summer charity raffle,
Oh.
and it will be going towards the Wounded Warriors Foundation. So keep an eye out. Cullen will be posting about that. We're both working on getting donations for that. So yeah, it's stacking up to be pretty cool. So it'll go, I think, for a week or so.
Oh, that's
Cool.
awesome.
I
So
love
keep an
that.
eye out. It's that the whole idea last year was to do a charity thing like this, and then it kind of shifted to help out Ralph's family when he passed away.
Right.
So just keep an eye out. We're gonna, like I said, Cullen's gonna do his post, and then we're gonna run it for a week, and he's gonna do his normal awesome wheel stuff. So
Can I donate ahead?
of course you can. Just send me a picture of it later,
Okay,
and I'll make sure that it gets put in there.
awesome.
We have an important comment though. Kevin Boy says, "Let's have Curtis and Stacey thumb wrestle at KarvarKon." And
Brian always beats me when we thumb wrestle.
I'll drive the
He
7 hours
cheats
by
too,
myself.
so
Yeah, I cheat. I like grab with my other finger to try, and it still doesn't work.
she had a kid hidden with a chair and everything. She's brutal.
Left field.
Oh, that's funny. Well, Stacey, I know that you jump on with us regularly. Of course, always on Mod Squad Saturday mornings whenever you can be. And then, Brian, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about KarvarKon. I'm really excited. I know we are about a year out, so, coming up to a year, you're going to be gearing up for that. And of course, if Kevin and I can help out in any way.
I've had a lot of people say anything you need. Like Eric LeBron earlier, he was all about wanting to help out. It's been, like I said, it's been a great reaction, and I'm super. I don't know. It's been crazy so far, and we aren't even there yet. They're not even a year till there yet, but it's been nonstop positivity the whole time.
Sorry, Curtis's comment just made me pee myself. I'm not dumb enough to put my wonderful painted thumb against the juggernauts.
I could even put a helmet on it.
Oh, Curtis, that's awesome. Oh, how fun.
That was so fun.
Oh, this has been like the best. I needed this so much to laugh and just have fun and talk and just get excited about Legion's Con, get excited about KarvarKon. This was a much needed respite for sure. But thank you both for joining Amber and I tonight and talking about KarvarKon and getting us all excited about it. And we cannot wait until July 11th, 2026, when we see you all at KarvarKon in Newark, Ohio.
It was such a good build up too. I can't wait. Newark, Ohio.
I couldn't remember. I was like, Newark, Ohio? Yes. At the Cherry Valley Hotel in Newark, Ohio. And
there will be room blocks too. I'm kind of being sparing with them, so we'll have to add as we go. But there will be room blocks for the hotel as well as we go.
Okay.
Not sure when those will open. I think they'll open up at the beginning of the year sometime.
Okay. All right. Well, we cannot wait. We are super excited about that. Gives everybody a reason to go to Ohio now.
To Ohio.
To Ohio. Oh, this is going to be great. And I hope I know that Stacey will be there, but Amber, I'm really hoping you and Ryan can make it, because to have the three of us in one place at one time.
Everyone that lives close by, let's do a road trip.
Road trip.
I'm just saying, Ryan better be there.
If he's not there, we're all going to be very disappointed in him.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
All right. And don't forget, August 3rd is the last day that you can order
those
the brand new wave.
And also, something very important about that. It's 2 days after my birthday, and I wear a size... What's the name of this? Horrors of... How do you say it again?
Horrors of Eisensmall.
Yeah, that's what size shirt I wear. So just send me all that.
Yeah. Send them all to Bryan. Send them all to Bryan. But yes, August 3rd is the last day that you can order. Don't forget to place your order. $375 all in.
Yeah. It's a great price for all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So get your all in. Curtis said, horrors from I'm so small because I'm a gnome. That's funny. Jeff said Sunday, August 3rd at 11 p.m. Thank you, Jeff, for keeping me straight. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are super happy to have you here. And we will catch you in a couple of, Stacey, you and I will be on Mod Squad this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Amber and I, we are back in 2 weeks on Legion's Ladies Live. Bryan, you are on...
With Schmerber on the 11th.
You are on where?
With Schmerber, New to Mythics on the 11th.
New to Mythics on the 11th.
A special guest. Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay. And then, but you are on the call on Friday nights if anybody wants to jump on that. So how would they go to get on that?
Every Friday, Cullen or Joe Martinez will post a link in the Cabal just at 10 p.m. Eastern is when it starts up. Just jump in that link and come join us. We sit there, we talk Legions, we talk all kinds of stupid stuff, and sometimes it gets weird, but it's fun. We get to hang out with friends. It ties you over for these cons. So
awesome. Okay. So Friday nights on Legion's chat for Bryan. Saturdays for Mod Squad for me and Stacey. Every other Thursday, me and Amber for Legion's Ladies Live. And we look forward to catching you all again real soon on one of those places. Have a good evening, everybody.
Good night.